Okay, so today's like epic for me. It's on ground tomorrow and I'm cutting up. And also I went to Hacienda because Crystal had like a movie showing there, but it was a documentary and it was about saving our world. Yeah. So I officially have a reason to be good at scuba diving and a purpose. And I knew I wanted like adventures, and I knew I wanted scuba as like part of my business, and I knew I would incorporate like trash pickups and stuff like this. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to just like full blown go for it. And God literally has given like so much back to us. You know, we started like actually taking care. The guy said, you know, if the movie was out last year, and he just said like the difference that we can make even in 1 year is like we can literally save our ecosystem. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna do that full blown. So I'm going to get good at scuba diving so I can explore the ocean and have education and get people out there, you know, get people like seeing the world and seeing the underwater life. And I also love the inclusivity of it. The guy said, you know, the ocean is where we're all connected, like no one is different because there's no houses and there's no cars, and you know we're all one and we're all together, and there's no language, you know, no language barrier. And yeah, how beautiful is that? Yeah, I got these, but I don't know what it says. Also, I think this piece of the glass is more thick than the other piece. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why more people weren't really talking about it after we were done watching it, but for me, it really was a big deal for me to watch. And I feel a lot of like purpose in it, and I've just been praying to God and like wondering anyway, like why did he put me in scuba diving? And I thought it was purely for my nervous system, but it's more than that. It's so much more than that. And I'm just so excited to, yeah, just see where all this, you know, goes, and you know how big of a difference, you know, I can help make in the world. I've been looking for years about, you know, like doing something that matters, and just like living, really just like living on purpose. And yeah, I'm really excited to have seen that documentary because I am going to do something about it. And yeah, you know, because I just never really fit the church mold. And like, I'm still obviously gonna go to church and stuff, like obviously, like every day if I can go to church, I'm gonna go to church, and I'm going to still, you know, stick to my plan and do all of the things and do the walks. And yeah, I'm going to still like try to literally help as much as I can, you know, this world. God's in my life to do whatever I can, not for me to feel overwhelmed. And you know, scuba diving is nice because it does connect you. It connects you in, you know, these ways that are just really special. And yeah, so I'm really excited, and I'm gonna like full blown like just go for it and start really like focusing on my navigation, because the more people I can get caring about diving, then more people will really just look at our ocean and be like, wow, you know. And when we hear about bleaching, like, first of all, I need to get educated on it, but yeah, so I'm just really excited to see where God leads this. And You know, yesterday I kind of had a feeling, God, happy Divine Mercy Sunday. I had a feeling that, you know, I was like, okay, I'm supposed to just like stick to the plan, you know, that I felt the original plan that I felt like God was calling me into in the first place. And and yeah, I'm just really excited to see, you know, where it goes. And it's like, I didn't even think about me being like the complaining person. Like, I'm the person complaining because I've been like, you know, I keep thinking like I want to be back in the States. And it's like, you know, I was journaling like with God this morning, or to God, and sometimes it's to God, sometimes it's with God. Well, obviously God's there if I'm like talking to him, but maybe, I think so. At some point he hears it, maybe not at that moment, he doesn't want to. Okay, maybe he's busy, I don't know. But yeah, I was just, you know, journaling with God, and you know, I said sorry, you know, and God, I am sorry. I'm sorry to be complaining. Like, I know you love a cheerful giver, and I want to be what you love because I love you, and that's why I'm doing all the things that I do. And I'm sorry that sometimes I get tired, and it's like, I know I just, honestly, sometimes I don't even know. It's like, do I just spend more time alone? Sometimes it's easy to get lost in the sauce. You know, you're like, am I spending too much time alone? Am I doing this? It's like, I need to be strong, and I find myself like, you know, just getting in situations where you know, I get mad. Like the other day, I was so disappointed in my behavior, and I was like, fuck this person, this bitch. I was like, are you kidding me, Jean? Like, God, please help me. You know, like, ugh. Lord knows I'm definitely trying. And, you know, it's really like all I can do is just keep trying and just keep, you know, trying to do more. And I am. I do always do that. You know, but it's been hard because I've been, you know, just wondering, like, am I supposed to, like, go back into engineering? And God's like, no. Unless it's some kind of engineering to help the world. I just want to do good things. I don't care about doing stuff that doesn't matter to make money. I know God will supply. You know, if I'm doing his works, he will always supply and help me. So yeah, I'm just excited to have like a path. And you know, I was just thinking, like, what do I even care about Dive Master? Because like, if I'm not gonna work at it, like, I don't care. But I do want to work at it because I do want to be better, and I want to, you know, educate people. Yeah. If the water is our resource, it's like, how can I get people to see more about the underwater world, to give back? Like, what are we really doing in society that like matters? And that's why I quit my job before, because I was like, not only am I like killing myself literally physically, like I just got to this point where I was like, well, I didn't see, and I'm sure that there's tons of good that, you know, will come out of this spaceship, you know, but it's just, it's billions of dollars, you know. And I just got to this point where I was like, I don't know truly in aerospace, like, if it's really worth the money, You know, like, okay, is it? Like, or is it ego? And I know that, like, the science really, it does matter. But I can just have a bigger voice in different things and be in an environment that I'm happier in, period. You know, be around nature. I was just not born to be at a desk. I do believe that some people were, you know, I do believe that it really works for some people, but for me, no. And, you know, in this life, the key to life is using the skills and tools that we have and putting them best use, you know, putting ourselves in situations where, yeah, it's best, where we thrive and where we really, yeah, sit in our gifts and our talents and inspire other people to sit in their gifts and talents and to, you know, fully use them. And that has been a journey to fall into that, you know. But I'm really thankful, and I'm thankful for really everything. I'm really thankful, God, and I'm really, truly sorry that today I was 10 minutes late for church, and you know, I missed the Eucharist today. What? Talking to someone about God too, but you know, I pray that you pray for that guy. Of course, his name is Diego. I pray that you pray for Diego too, and his family, and that he does good things. Yeah, so anyway, I'm just really happy because I feel like I'm really just like falling into my purposes. And I found like this PowerPoint earlier on my Canva, and honestly, I was doing like really good for like a while. Like sometimes I thought like, what was I like losing my mind there for a bit? But really, I wasn't. Like I was being creative and I actually, the way I expressed it, like I really enjoy it. It's very warm and welcoming. Is it professional? Is it, you know, like adult looking? It's like, no, it's fun. That's what it is. And you know, I got so far away from that because I'm like, oh, my image, I want this classy image, I want this. And you know what, it's like, I am who I am. And yeah, I just want to be me, and God, you know, loves me and accepts me, and he wants me to thrive in my personality, which is stuff like this. Oh. And this. Whatever, you know, like this. I've been needing a notebook, though. So yeah, I'm really thankful for this journey. And I'm really sorry, because I didn't realize that I was even complaining so much lately. Just been feeling down. I just get beat down, God, and I'm so sorry. And I know I just need to keep seeking you and just keep getting better. And please have mercy on me and bless the mother, and thank you. You know, all the angels and saints, like, please y'all pray for me. I need prayers, I need help for sure. I feel so strong sometimes, you know, I feel so strong. And then sometimes I feel really weak. And that's the name of the game, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. So anyway. But yeah, God bless you, and God bless you on your journey, and you know, whatever way you want to serve the world. And serving the world is not, you're not supposed to go into burnout over it. You know, do not kill yourself over accomplishing anything in this life. Like, don't kill yourself over anything, you know. God doesn't even want you to worship him and be exhausted. Like, no, he wants you to have peace That's what God's all about. He wants you. Yeah, of course you're gonna have moments, trials and tribulations, but like God wants you and me and us to live as a collective in love, and love like Jesus, and be like Jesus, and think like Jesus, and purify and acknowledge where we are, and acknowledge, that we're sinners, and acknowledge that we want to purify, hopefully, and just purify every day, and just do good things for the world. Whenever I watched all that stuff about like all of the dredging just for like some scallops, and I'm happy that they said, this is not to like stop like protest against like having fish. And I was like, well, it is enough for me. It's enough for me, because unless I know where the fish is coming from, like I'm never gonna eat fish again, or oysters or anything, because they dredge the ground. They drag the ground with these chains, and they tear up everything. So for what? So we can eat, like, and especially in the United States, like one of the biggest things I learned leaving the United States is like how much excess I always had. It's like of everything, of food, and how much food do people waste all the time? That's why I like just never waste any food. Like I don't care what, I'll always be that person at the table. I'm like, no way. Like, no, we're not here to waste food. Like, order less, don't waste food. And actually now I feel like, at this point where, well, I just bought all these guns, but I was about to say I'm not buying any plastic and stuff, but I didn't think about it, but I won't again. I'll never buy another like plastic container. And yeah, I think yeah, I'll never like throw away stuff if I don't have to, which I was already getting better at that. But anyway, the point is to like just keep getting better, in every way. And I'm just thankful that God showed me that documentary so I can have a goal other than be more holy, because it's like that goal of be more holy was like, okay, like I'm not going to the convent. God already made that clear. Like, what do you want me to do, God? I don't understand. And he put me in scuba diving, and he knew I would use my voice to help the world, and I'm happy. I feel so grateful that you're choosing me to be a person to make any difference in the world. Like, to say that you made a difference in the world is like cool. I hope everyone dies like have made a difference in some way, and we all can, because we all have gifts and we all have talents. And if God gave you a personality like he did me, well, he made us this way so we can talk and use our voice to touch people, and positively impact lives. So I'm just really excited for, this journey. And if you notice that you are the complainer, I would not identify with that. But in the past few days I would, yeah, and I didn't realize. So sometimes it takes, like a little slap. Oh. So, yeah. Anyway, I love you. God bless you.